Peace, peace, peace. Rami Salam Mel, I thank you for joining us. Ruth the Moabitess. I wanted to just read something real brief. And this is coming from the Quran Questions for Moorish Americans. Real easy read, question and answer, just 101 questions, but very deep. Question 30. What was the nationality of Ruth? Ruth was a Moabitess. What is the modern name for the Moabites? Moroccans. Just wanted to put that on the record. Now, I have here a metaphysical Bible dictionary. I got it from a used bookstore. And it has Ruth in here, so I wanted to read it because I found it very interesting. Ruth, Hebrew, female friend, sympathetic companion, desirable, delightful, friendship, pleasing, beautiful. A Moabitess who became the wife of Boaz, an Israelitish man of Bethlehem, Judah. David was descended from her. Ruth was the daughter-in-law of Naomi and returned with her from Moab to Bethlehem, Judah. Ruth 1-4. That's in the Bible. Now here it has the metaphysical breakdown. The love of the soul in its natural state, or the love of the natural soul for God and for the things of spirit. Ruth is a type of the beautiful, the pure, and the loving characteristics of the natural man. She was the one and only good that Naomi took with her back to Bethlehem, Judah. Divine substance, the real. In Ruth's words in Ruth 1:16 is represented human love raised to divine love by its willingness to leave the love of the unreal, to follow after the real, to go wherever true love leads, to be steadfast in that love. In other words, to love in the highest and the best degree, and to acknowledge and worship always the God of love. Whew. In other words, to love in the highest and best degree, and to acknowledge and worship always the God of love. Ruth's loyalty to God in the spiritual life was rewarded, just as such loyalty always is. Boaz and Ruth were ancestors of King David and of David's greater son, Jesus the Christ. Oh, let me read that again. Boaz and Ruth were ancestors of King David and of David's greater son, Jesus the Christ. Here we have the progression of a thought from simple, loving obedience and devotion to a mighty ruler of worlds. Thus spiritual thought grows very quietly and slowly at first, but gradually increasing until it finally carries all before it. Metaphysical Bible Dictionary. I humbly advise you to check it out. And I just want to close one last little piece, if I could. Yeah. Jesus himself was of the true blood of the ancient Canaanites and Moabites and the inhabitants of Africa. This is coming from the Holy Quran, Circle 7. You know what? Let me put that on the record too. But this is from the Holy Quran, Circle 7, brought to us by Drew Ali, a prophet in these days and times. That chapter is the beginning of Christianity. I advise you to check it out. Very interesting because according to this information and according to the Bible, it seems that we are the same bloodline as Jesus the Christ. Interesting. Or Isa ibn Maryam or Yahshua ben Yosef. If you ain't trying to use Jesus, I got it. But I wanted to put this on the record. I got a couple couple more seconds, and I seen it actually while I was thinking about something earlier. Boom. 7. The number representing fullness in the world of phenomena. 7 always refers to the divine law of perfection for the divine natural man. Adam was a divinely natural man, and had he conformed to the divine law, he would not have died. He would have just naturally slipped over into the spiritual man. In the spiritual, 12 is the number of fulfillment instead of 7. 7 is so universally used as a mystical number that its basis must be in some fundamental arrangement of the natural world. I just wanted to put that on the record as we were speaking about Circle 7 and speaking about Ruth connected to Jesus, which in here it speaks about how he transmuted from human flesh to divine, flesh divine. I think that's it. I do no more studying. Let me check it out real quick. Yep, I got it. I'm on it. From human flesh can be transformed to flesh divine. I think that's what he was referring to Adam. Only Adam didn't make it happen. Jesus was the first person to do so. But that's for another day, another time. Study the book of Ruth in the Bible, please. I urge you. Study the Quran. Study the 101s. And most importantly, love. Peace.